Hi guys, today I'm back to film the Would You Rather Project Pan Edition tag started by Courtney K. I will link her channel and her video in the description box, and I will also have the full list of questions there as well in case you feel like doing this tag. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm in a hurry as usual. My son gets done with summer school in about an hour. Summer school is just not as long as normal school, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to film anymore. But the first question is, do you do a year-long project pan or 4 3-month project pans? I think that's pretty obvious for me. I'm going to say a year-long project pan. I personally feel like I can kind of switch up my products more that way, especially when I have, you know, like multiple lip colors. I can kind of switch them up and I can be like, okay, you know, I'm going to wear this one for, you know, the 2 months in the beginning, January and February, and then when like March comes around and I want to wear more spring stuff, I can switch it up and wear this one. There are some projects or products in my project pan currently that, you know, I can't really switch up. For example, I only have one blush in here, and it's that NYX Baked Blush in Wanderlust. I don't wear it every day. I wear it most of the time, but, you know, definitely not every day. So sometimes I can switch it up within my year-long project pans and sometimes I can't. But I'm kind of okay with it. I just feel like if I did the shorter projects, I would feel stressed out about the time because it is a drastically shorter time since I've gotten so used to doing the year-long ones. But next year I do want to try to switch and do the shorter project pans just because I kind of want to see what gets me through more products. Whatever is going to get me through more stuff and kind of help me clean out some of my collection and get rid of some things that I've been meaning to get rid of or have been meaning to use up, you know, I'd rather do that. So next year I'm going to try the shorter project pans, but right now the year-long ones are obviously my favorite and kind of my go-to. 2. Pan an eyeshadow palette or a face palette. You can only use this palette until it is finished. So, I mean, we've all done, I feel like most of us have done the pan that palette, and it's almost always an eyeshadow palette. And honestly, I don't know if I could pan an entire eyeshadow palette only using that palette, because I mean, especially right now with my Catwalk one, I'm pulling a lot of shadows in from other palettes to help me finish this one, and I kind of did that with my Naked palette too. Most of the time I did just use my Naked palettes on its own, which I think was kind of tough. It is kind of nicer to pull in other shadows from other palettes because it feels like I'm using other things in my collection. So I think for that one I'm gonna say face palette, because honestly I'm not really big on blush and stuff. Like, I have colors that I love and adore, but I mean, I could easily wear the same blush for a whole month and it not bother me, as long as it's something that goes with all of the makeup looks I'm doing. And that's kind of the nice thing I think too about a face palette, is that at least the face palettes I'm thinking of have multiple blush colors. So, you know, like let's say, you know, one day I wear Benefit Coralista when I'm wearing something warm like this, but the next day I do something a little cooler tone, so then I wear like Benefit Dandelion. I'm just thinking because the only face palette I have is the Benefit like cheek blush set. So I would probably say face palette. If I could only use that palette, it would be a face palette, because I just think that it's easier to kind of switch it up. And like I said, I could wear the same blush for a month straight as long as it goes with every makeup look I'm wearing. I really don't care that much about it. So I would have to say face palette. 3. Pan a red eyeshadow or a red lipstick until it is finished. I guess I'm gonna say a red eyeshadow, because panning a red lipstick has been tough. I'm finally hitting a point where I'm like happy with it and I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm seeing progress and stuff. But the red lipstick has been hard. It hasn't been easy. I feel like the only reason that I have made so much progress with it kind of this last month is because I've been so lazy with my eye makeup that it's like nice to just throw on a red bold lip. But honestly, I think a red eyeshadow would be easier to pan. I think it's easier to kind of sneak into more neutral looks, and then obviously being a red eyeshadow, you could amp it up and make it really dramatic and kind of have some fun with it. And Amber F had pointed out a good thing in her video too, kind of a good thing that you could do would be using it as a blush to get through it a little bit faster too. So I'm going to say red eyeshadow. I'm just not big on the red lipstick, so I'm going to have to stay with red eyeshadow. 4. Use a lipstick or a blush for 6 months straight until you use it up, or just for 6 months straight. So this one, I feel like my answer is going to be kind of obvious again. I'm going to say blush. As long as it's a neutral-ish blush that I can pretty much pair with anything, I'm really not that picky. I might want to switch it up here and there, but really I would be okay with wearing the same blush for 6 months as long as it was something I felt like I could easily work with. Like it blends out really nicely, wears really nicely, and it's a color that goes with a lot of different makeup looks. Because the lip thing, no. I don't think I could wear the same lip color for 6 months. I just have way too many lip products and it would be killing me to not wear them. Like I could see myself purposely going out and buying a bunch of lipsticks and be like, oh, I can't wait to wear this when I'm done with this one that I'm wearing. So it would definitely be blush, because I think that the not wearing lipsticks for 6 months would cause me to like hoard lipsticks. 5, do a Project 100 pan or a Project 50 pan roulette over the course of a year. That one's kind of a toss-up. I would do the Project 100 pan, but I feel like then I would do things like deluxe samples. For example, like this Tarte Lip Surgence in Dainty. Like this isn't the full-size Lip Surgence. This is just a little sample size. I've used up most of the product in this one, but like I could handle doing 100 items if I could pick a couple things like this in there that would be kind of shorter and a little bit easier to use. But the 50 pan roulette, I mean, obviously that's less products. The only thing that would be a little nerve-wracking about that is that you're not actually picking the products and knowing that you're going to finish them by the end of the year. You're just kind of picking the categories, and it could be something like pan your like least used product or pan your favorite highlighter. And if your favorite highlighter is something that's really intense and it's going to take you a long time to pan, you know, that could take a really long time. That could take longer than a year. So I think I would actually do the Project 100 pan where I get to pick the products, because at least I can pick things that I know I want out of my collection and things that I could, you know, finish in the year, or at least that I would have a strong feeling that I could at least finish in a year. The roulette I think would be a lot of fun, but I'd be a little bit too nervous that I would pull out something that'd be way too difficult and way too stressful for me. 6. Use up your favorite product to get use out of it, or use up your least favorite product to get rid of it. So this one I really had to think about. I think I'm going to say use up your least favorite product to get rid of it, because even though I love when I finish a product regardless of whether it's something I really love and enjoy or something I absolutely hate, it's so much more rewarding to me when I finish something that I don't like and I can throw it away and be like, bye, see you later. Actually, no, don't see you later. Bye, never come back, basically. Because I don't want that product anymore. I don't want to see it ever again. So it's so much, I think, more rewarding, at least for me, when I finish a product that I don't like, to see it gone and have it done. So I would have to say finish up my least favorite product. 7. Pan all of your makeup until it's gone, or declutter it all to start fresh. Ooh, this one I think... if I'm panning all of my makeup until it's gone and then I can repurchase just the things that I love, I would easily do that. But I don't know. Like if I pan it all and it's gone and I can't repurchase anything, like, you know, I just pan all my makeup and I'm not allowed to purchase any more makeup, like I think that would be really difficult, and I'd rather just declutter it all and start fresh. So I guess it kind of depends on the circumstances on that one. Otherwise, like the decluttering it all and starting fresh is a little bit scary, because if money was no object, you know, that would be fine. But money obviously I think would be an object for me. I'd be like, I don't want to spend that much money on repurchasing all of this stuff. Then like I have limited edition products that I think I would just rather use. So I guess I'm going to say pan all your makeup until it's gone, because even if I couldn't repurchase everything, I think again, I feel like I have enough makeup that it would last me a pretty decent amount of time. So I guess pan all your makeup until it's gone. 8. Lose your favorite product or have to repurchase a product you hate. I guess I'd have to decide what my favorite product is first to decide whether I really would want to lose it. Just, I hate to say it, I think I would rather lose my favorite product, because I'm thinking like, you know, like kind of my favorites out of every category, and pretty much my favorites out of every category is something I can repurchase. So if I lost it, I could easily go out and get it again. I just, like lipsticks and stuff, like all that stuff, I don't think I have like any limited edition ones that if I lost it, it would be like, you know, oh my gosh, I can't get that again. Because I think like for me, just trying to decide my favorite makeup product, I'd probably say it would be like my Sigma like Warm Neutrals palette. I know, I love that palette so much, it's kind of ridiculous, but I could easily go to the Sigma website and repurchase it if I needed to, if I lost it. So I guess I would have to say lose your favorite product, because I really don't want to repurchase a product that I hate, because then I'm just going to end up panning it, and I'm like, I would rather just have to repurchase something than have to pan something that I really hate. 9. Pan a glitter eyeshadow or a black lipstick. You must use it every day until it is finished. So I think the glitter eyeshadow kind of, in my opinion, seems like the easier answer, because I'm like, you know, if I have to use it every day, I could probably like pop it on the inner corners at least every day, and then the days I want to be a little bit more dramatic, I could pop it on the lids, I could put it on top of lipstick for like a glittery lip, put it on the top of the cheeks if you really want to go all out there, but I don't personally prefer glitter on the tops of the cheeks. The black lipstick though, depending on what kind it is, that might not be that bad either, because if it was a black liquid lipstick, you could actually use that as eyeliner, and you could easily use it to mix with other lip colors. I mean, if it's a black cream lipstick, you could easily do the same thing and mix it with other lip colors, but I don't feel like you'd really be able to wear it as an eyeliner so much, because a lot of the lipsticks that are like a cream, for example, like the Katy Perry ones, there's a black lipstick. I feel like this formula would move around too much to use it as an eyeliner or anything. So I don't know. I think I'd have to say black lipstick. I just feel like I could mix it and make it work, and I could obviously just have days where I wear it and just go all out with it. So, I mean, if it was a black liquid lipstick, I think no problem. But even if it was a cream, I think that still would be, in my opinion, I think it'd be easier and more fun than panning a glitter eyeshadow. And tag specific friends or everyone to do this tag. I'm going to say everyone to do this tag, because I know I've already been tagged a few times, and this tag has been spreading around really quickly, so I feel like a lot of the people have already kind of done this tag or have plans to do this tag, so I'm not really sure who hasn't been tagged, so I'm just going to say if you feel like doing this, I tag you to do it. It's fun. It kind of challenges you a little bit in thinking on like, oh, what would I do? So anyways, this tag was a lot of fun. Thank you, Courtney, for coming up with it, and I guess that is it, and I will see you guys next time.